Hi everybody, my name is Miss Lora and welcome back to another Fresh Look Friday. So in these videos, I like to show you some of our brand new books that we have for the elementary age group. These are ones that I've read that I really liked and I think that you will like too. So I'm going to start with this one back here. This one is called Doggo and Pupper, and it's written by Katherine Applegate and illustrated by Charlie Adler. And so this book is a great book for our lower readers. If you're in lower elementary, even kindergarten first, second, even some third graders would enjoy it. It's kind of a mix between a beginning chapter book and a graphic novel. Let me kind of show you why. So there's like lots of illustrations in this book with just a little bit of text on each page. So nothing is too overwhelming, but there are still panels like you would find in a graphic novel. So these boxes are panels that you would read like you would a graphic novel. It's divided into chapters as well. So another beginning chapter book. Characteristic, I guess you would say. So Doggo and Pupper is about Doggo here. Doggo is living the life. He loves his humans, he loves his house, he does all these great things, but he is getting a little older. He's getting a little bit tired, and his owners, his humans, start to think maybe Doggo needs something, and they need to bring something in to help Doggo a little bit. And they show up one day with Pupper. And if any of you have ever had a puppy or like pet sat a puppy, you know that puppies are not chill animals. They love to run around. They love to do things. They just are very chaotic animals. And that is not meshing well with Doggo. So they have a little rough beginning. And to find out if their relationship gets better, you'll have to definitely pick up Doggo and Pupper by Katherine Applegate. Definitely a quick read, a fun, lighthearted book, especially if you're a dog lover. Okay, next, I have some chapter books to share with you guys. So these are great for like 3rd, 4th, 5th, even 6th grade. So this one, they're all brand new, as our Fresh Look Fridays books are, is called Cece, Rios, and the Desert of Souls. So if you like folk tales, fairy tales, if you're a Percy Jackson fan, I would definitely pick up Cece, Rios. So Cece Rios is written by Kaela Rivera, and our main character on the cover here is Cecilia. So Cecilia lives in this town, and she has an older sister named Juana, and Juana is kidnapped. And she's kidnapped by these very powerful spirits called the Criatura. So these Criatura are powerful spirits that come out certain times of the year, and they can be dark and very dangerous, very powerful. And Cece's sister, is kidnapped by one. So Cece has decided she needs to save her sister. To do so, she needs to become a bruja. And brujas are illegal, actually, because they're the only kind of people that can tame a criatura. And it's frowned upon to do that. You do not want to do that because that's getting involved in the magic, and you should not be involved. So behind her parents' back, Cece decides to train to be a bruja to rescue her sister. This is a great adventure story. There's a lot of fantasy, there's magic, there's a lot of myth and folklore. I would definitely check out Cece Rios. All right. Now, sticking along that fantasy thread here, we have the Antibook. So the Antibook is written by Raphael Simon. And let me just say, this book is straight up crazy. It is insane. The more and more I read it, I actually listened to this story. I was like, what is happening? How is this happening? This is a crazy, very original story that I would never, ever have thought of myself. So our main character is Mickey. Mickey does not like most things. In fact, he hates a lot of things. He finds everything super annoying. He doesn't really have friends. His older sister's boyfriend bullies him. His parents are divorced. Nothing is going well in his life, and he's angry a lot of the time. The one thing he does like is bubblegum, and he chews a lot of bubblegum. Well, in his latest pack of bubblegum, he gets this coupon for a free Antibook. All he has to do is mail this coupon in, and he'll get an Antibook. So he does, because who doesn't like free stuff? And he gets this blank book in the mail. It's completely blank, except for one line at the beginning. And it says, erase it, write it. So he experiments, and he starts writing things down that he doesn't want in his life anymore. His sister, his parents, his sister's boyfriend. And pretty soon, he's written everything down and nothing exists anymore. It's just like an empty town. He even got rid of his house and he's just walking around and it's completely empty and alone. See what I mean? Like crazy, insane. But then he kind of regrets it. So he erases some things that he wrote down, thinking that would bring them back or bring stuff back. But that's not exactly what happens. And weird things start appearing. Like, I don't know if you can see, but on the cover, this little house that's like a fly, a housefly appears. And his sister does return, but she's small, so small she could fit in that house. So things are coming back, just not quite the way he imagined them. And he slowly realizes he's maybe in a world that's not his own anymore, an anti-world. And how does he get out of it? So if you like crazy off-the-wall adventure stories, I would pick up the Antibook. And then my last story for you today was probably my favorite out of all the ones that I read. It is called The Elephant in the Room by Holly Goldberg Sloan. So Holly Goldberg Sloan is one of my favorite authors. She wrote a book called Counting by Sevens, which is one of my favorite books. And if you haven't read it, I definitely recommend that you check that out. So The Elephant in the Room is about Silas. Silas's mom is from Turkey, and she had to travel back to Turkey to get some new documents so that she could continue to live in the United States. But something happened, and now Silas's mom has been gone for over almost a year. So she's just been living in Turkey while Silas is at home in the United States with her dad. And it's really hard to like live with your mom in another country, not knowing when or if she can even come home. And so she's dealing with a lot of feelings there. And it's really difficult. Her dad is a mechanic. Silas's dad is a mechanic. And one day he takes her on a job out to this old farm owned by this man named Gio. And she kind of gets to know Gio and hangs out with him a little bit. He's kind of like a grandpa. And she comes to find out Gio has purchased an elephant, an actual elephant from a circus that is going out of business. And this elephant's name is Vita. And Silas loves elephants, and she especially loves Vita. She has some sort of connection with this elephant. And so through a series of events and a friend at school, she ends up deciding she gets to work at Gio's farm over the summer to help take care of Vita. The relationships in this book are so well written. If you like animals, you're going to love this story. There's some great animal stories in this involving Vita, involving a bear. All the characters are very developed, and you will just not be able to put this book down. If you liked the one and only Ivan, you would definitely like The Elephant in the Room. As I was reading this, all I could think about was how it gives you that same feeling. It's not told from the animal's perspective like one and only Ivan is, but you still really get connected to the animals in that way. So The Elephant in the Room by Holly Goldberg Sloan. And that's all I have for you today. If you would like to check out any of these books, come into the library. You can grab them, put them on hold, pick them up on the hold shelf. And a lot of them actually are available in digital downloads as well, in audiobooks or in ebooks on our free platforms of Hoopla and Libby. And you can find all that information on our website at www.lvdl.org. Bye.